sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we jump right into this new season with an AFC South matchup, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I get ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp.
Just about set for football. The veteran Matt Gay has it teed up, and we are underway now at Lucas Oil Stadium. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
All right, partner, a brand new season. With it comes a sense of unbridled optimism for every team and, of course, every quarterback. It's a blank slate for every passer in this league, and he really couldn't hide his excitement during interviews this week. He thinks his offense is stacked. They've spent the entire offseason making adjustments and trying to find another year. And as this season begins, they believe they've found it. You watch him warm up, everything is crisp, moving with great speed. This is an offense that can't wait to get to the first series of the new year.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Brown getting in the middle already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. Stroud to throw it. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Deep to return is Josh Downs. Fielded just inside the 20. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run once more with Taylor. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. There, Richardson back to throw it. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he needed to get to that midfield stripe, but he's going to be about 2 yards short of there at the 48. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. Back deep is Steven Sims. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that the entire offseason and know, hey, right out the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
I I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. And Stroud now to throw. Well, they would have got the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And they will take over first and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a first and 10. In motion right is Pittman. Richardson now going to fake the jet sweep, and he'll throw off play action. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Okay, ready?
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he powers his way up past the 30. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Richardson. And it is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big one there on third down. They hit for 30 yards.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Richardson, meanwhile, going to get this ball to Taylor. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and a yard. And they'll go on the ground. And he's down over the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10.
Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
First and 10, Taylor now. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Sermon. He is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal. Now Richardson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, it's about teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Taking the loss there on third down. I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, It took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And now out comes Houston. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all. And let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Stroud, he'll drop this one down to Mixon. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll run it for the first time with Dameon Pierce. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Clock running, under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving first quarter. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stroud. Gets the dump off to Pierce. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Stroud on 3rd down now. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he's on to punt for Houston. And they'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spotted it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd down and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 17-yard line.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
You know, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7. They go play action with Richardson. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Well, you know, if you've got the defense laying back, maybe that option works. But if you're coming hard on 3rd down,
it doesn't work because you force the hand of the quarterback and the runner too quickly, and most of the time, unsuccessfully.
And this returnable for Sims. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Stroud out of the gun here.
Based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you need to call this an all-day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they're totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
This is fielded at the 27. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the counter, it's Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Richardson to throw. A short one there, caught by Granson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the Texans will take over. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Man in motion left. That's Collins. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
He shakes him off. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Ball at a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Pretty quick burst there as it was across midfield and down to the 46. 42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Back to Taylor on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Richardson looking to throw this. Working into the field. He's got one complete. And he's going to have the first down, and that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Richardson out of the shotgun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
One of my teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He said, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you got everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Here's throw at the 5. Now the Texans are going to first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over. And he takes it in for a close score. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have 6 to their lead.
And the thing you have to love about Jonathan Taylor, he's a shifty speed guy most of the time when you hand him the football. But he's not coming off the field when you get down near the goal line because he's as tough and gritty as they come. And he finishes things off here by getting into the end zone.
Extra point by Gay is good. And the lead goes to 10-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Stroud now on 2nd down. Now incomplete. It's tapped down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap to Stroud. To the right side, caught by Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Strauss throw taken in by Collins. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Incomplete.
And now a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
Stroud's throw completed to Mechie. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Touchdown! Robert Woods in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A final shot before the half. Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As well, touchback. And the Colts going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Richardson. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, looked like a quick hitter, a three-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Again, it's Taylor. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Oftentimes he plays an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go with them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
No surprise to see his sideline fired up by that big play. Heck, we're fired up, and we're supposed to be neutral. That's a quarterback putting his body on the line to fight and just barely get the first down. When he does something like that, it gets everyone ready to lay it all out there and try and match his intensity.
It was Quiddy Pay who made the stop coming off the edge. 2nd and 7. From the gun again to Mixon. And this will be a Texans first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
Holding. Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Off the option, here's Akers. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So here's a 3rd and 14. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Texans send the punter out as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. That's taken on the 25. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on for the 5th time here today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. On the return is Sims. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. Houston's offense taking over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. Down to about the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Stroud. That's complete. It's Collins. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts 23. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Indianapolis. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It's been a very highly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Pierce will take this one in for a Texans touchdown.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Dameon Pierce closing things out with a touchdown run. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the 2nd half. They'll need to change that here. 1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Richardson to throw off play action. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down. On the counter, Sermon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 46-yard punt, though they did get 9 back on the return. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, it's still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Holding. Offense.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll go play action here with Stroud. And his throw is incomplete.
That was a good play. An incompletion. It feels like a disappointment. The ball was tipped in the air. A chance for an interception. And you can just feel the home crowd coming together thinking, this is the big play we've been looking for. And when it falls to the ground, a little bit of disappointment, even though it was a good play.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. Taking it about the 16. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 68 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. Here's Richardson to throw. And his hands quickly to Pittman. And Pittman will have a Colts 1st down as they get this out past the 35-yard line. Sermon now on 1st and 10. Up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen they can move the line of scrimmage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. From the gun, it's Taylor. Across midfield and down into Houston territory. Neville Hewitt on the stop. From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Able to slip it by. And boy, some nifty running, but he's still going to come up about a yard short. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Richardson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert it, and they turn it over. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Mixing up the middle. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9. Stroud to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Pierce. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point 4th quarter lead. Now Stroud. That is caught. And he works it past past the 30, almost to the 25. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down to the 25. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. And the Colts will use their third and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They throw right away. That's complete out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. Can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Richardson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And this one complete to Doolin. And he'll be taken down well before the 1st at about the 36-yard line. Here's Richardson. He's got Branson, his tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as this defense cannot come up with a play that they need. In fact, they surrender a big chunk, 17 yards there on 4th down. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. Richardson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. This is caught inside the 15. Here we go, 1st and goal. And now he stops it with a spike at 8 seconds. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Richardson to throw it. Throw left sideline there, but it's incomplete. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he can...
This ball intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans have just about sewn up this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
This was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Open opening the season and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Texans, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.